Tank Engine is one of my favorites in my childhood. So if there's a movie, I will always give it a watch. Just kind of relieve that magic of being a kid and for an hour and a half, in this case an hour and 25 minutes, just thinking about being an adult. Thomas and the Magic Railroad, even though I was 8 years old when it was released, is the one that I never watched as a kid, and I'm not quite sure why. I've seen it as an adult. I thought it was great fun. It's got 5.1 out of 10 on IMDb with a Metascore of 19. So it's not one that has been particularly well received, personally. I thought it was pretty great. So it was, as I said, released in 2000, directed and written by Britt Allcroft, and star among others Alec Baldwin as Mr. Conductor. And I have to say, Alec Baldwin is brilliant, and I wouldn't say he's made for the role, but I do love the casting. I think that the casting's quite good. They have Mara Wilson as Lily, which is another reason why it's weird that I don't watch that, because I loved her in Matilda at that time. But either way, it's worth a wait, and it's a bit of guilty pleasure for me. So the description from IMDb is it follows. Thomas the Tank Engine's features film follows Thomas and Mr. Conductor as they cross between the real world and the fictional island of Soda for an attempt to recover the mystery gold dust. Yeah, this is a pretty fascinating plot because the island of Soda is really isolated. Everything that happens in the world of Thomas the Tank Engine happens in Soda, apart from with this film, the old exception. And Thomas breaks through the barrier, and we have the contrast between the world that Thomas is used to, Soda, and recognises the more realistic world, and it's pretty good to see all of those trains in this kind of environment. Having Mara Wilson in this gives it something a little bit, I guess, extra kids can relate to, because a lot of kids are a fan of Matilda, going to be able to recognise her as the actress that they love as Matilda. And I love Thomas in this. I think that all the characters in this look brilliant. We love the ones that we loved, and we hate the ones that we hated growing up and around this time period. A lot of the characters that I'm familiar with are in this. I believe that a lot of new Thomas episodes have got characters that I've never heard of, and I probably will never heard of them. Other than just glancing at IMDb. But you know the ones that we are really familiar with. If you grew up in the 90s watching Thomas, are in this. We know that we have Diesel, Toby, Percy, Gordon, Harold, Henry, and Bertie. I love Bertie, and he is still one of my favourites. It's very great. The animation and CGI quality is really great, and the visual effects are pretty good. Obviously, it's because it got the magic railroad. There's some magical elements in there. I think the narrative unfolds quite well. It's easy though to follow, so I think the young viewers will still be able to keep the world delighting in. You know, the visual quality of this is quite magical. It does as well, and something that in a lot of movies, I suppose that nowadays back then, but a lot of movies when adapting from the TV show will still modernise the style. They'll improve the CGI quality for the movie, but this one is the same visual style as the TV show at that time, so it retained the recognisable quality that the kids need. And it's something that a lot of movies nowadays don't do, but the Magic Railroad did. It's great fun. I know it's not something you're going to get anything out of it unless you have this nostalgic love of Thomas. But I do think it's a movie that a lot of kids will like. You know that, like, being so proudly released. See, to me, it's just because of the last of the top high budget either. In the budget, I'm not so exactly sure what this apparently the budget was. 19 million, and it's got cumulative worldwide growth of 19,409,748 pounds. So I made the money back and a little extra. I think it's good. I think it's really good. I think it's really well done, really well directed, good editing. Personally, I liked it.